create millions of jobs for low-income kids, so they're not hanging out on street corners.
Another flashpoint, money and Clinton again to Obama and rejected the suggestion she would be swayed by campaign donations.
So let's not in any way imply here that either President Obama or myself would in any way not take on any vested interest, whether it's Wall Street or drug companies or insurance companies or frankly the gun lobby.
That's not insult the intelligence of the American people. People are
Crap.
Fuck
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about the armed forces, man. You either try to get you to be a political figure, or you end up coming out of that motherfucker being gay as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I got out of it while I could. I did my time and got out.
And they didn't turn you gay.
No, I wasn't going to go that far.
Did they really try and turn you gay in the Army?
There's a lot of them in there anymore to fight. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force.
Well, yeah, there's always been a lot of gay people.
There's a lot of them, in, you know, 'cause they was up in the news. I'm getting out of it, man. My time's up. I'm getting out. They're not going to get me to re-enlist. I did one time when I was in the Guard, maybe twice.
Uh-huh.
Because each time I re-enlisted, it was only like a 3-year term.
Yeah.
Well, a couple times. That's,
How did they try and get you to be a political figure?
well, you look at all them generals, like General Petraeus.
Yeah.
Well, he gets up that high, next thing you know, they got him in Washington on fucking television and shit. Why'd you take all them ranks? You got yourself in that mine, get it out.
That's right.
You were the one that signed the paper said you would join the military unless you were one of those that got drafted. And if you got drafted, you had no say-so.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't against the military. Not that at all. I did my work while I was in there. And just when my time come around, my time was up, I just got out, man.
Yeah. Well, you served.
My regular army, I say 3 years. Well, it might be just a few months short of 3 years.
Yeah, but then
3
you
or
did
4
a number
months.
of
That's
years
about
in the
it.
National Guard too. You know, you did your service. You worked hard all your life.
In fact, I was in National Guard when I was working out in Libya, where I did that tour type contract.
Right.
They had to let me go every year for my 2-week summer camp. My job did.
Yeah. So you were working for your country twice because they were building stuff under government contract.
Had aircraft starting in from the generator.
And you were building those for the government, and then you were also in the National Guard.
Few guys on my tank crew knew that.
Yeah.
They asked me about, they were all asking about the jobs and stuff like this and that. I was telling them about my job, what I do, and who I work for. What do you do there, Gardner? Well, I'm building military generator sets and jet aircraft starting units. I work for a company that's under government contracts, doing his job.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was a freaking scab to get the job, so how's about that?
Well,
Oh, there's a few of my cars got kicked in the side, man, while I was going through the gates.
I know.
Pick
I
up
know.
mine.
That's because they were trying to drive out the union so they could make more profit.
Yep, that's about all
You
it
know,
was, man.
we want workers who will work for less so we make more. That's capitalism. Get your workers as cheap as you can, make them work as long as you can, and replace them as quick as they become a liability.
See, and I started working for Libya in '85. I started out, I think it was like $6.83 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was 91, 92, maybe even later than that. When I left, I was making 9 something an hour. And that was good money back then.
Yeah, but the union wage was probably twice that.
No, we voted the union out.
No, I mean before you,
Oh yeah.
when they had a union, they were getting
There were
paid.
still a few guys working
Yeah,
that were in the union.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how guys can't doing that. Well, I mean, he wants to take taxes or take money out of the check every week to pay a union dude just to belong to it at the job. That's not right.
Well, I
See, in the
understand.
state of Caswell, there's a right to work law. You don't need no freaking union. They ain't gonna do you any good anyway.
That part is true. The
Think
unions
about
have
it. What do you
less
think
and
Jimmy
less
Hoffa come up
influence.
missing for? He ain't no stupid motherfucker. He's the head that started the Teamsters and shit. So don't give me no crap. Come on now. But you're talking about UAW and Hoffa was Teamsters. Two different
Here's the point I want to make to you.
unions there.
Not at that point in time, because of the AFL-CIO. All the unions
Yep.
were affiliated.
Single issue country. That's strong. That's
But,
a strong
yeah.
argument because she's making it in a nutshell.
Hoffa wasn't playing ball the way you're supposed to play ball, so no more Hoffa. That is the capitalist way. Somebody gets in your way, kill the motherfucker. That's-
My old man had to deal with Hoffa.
Yeah.
He was in Teamsters 955.
Oh, yeah?
He worked at Safeway Warehouse in Armadale.
Right. Before those jobs dissolved.
Teamsters 955 in there. But he worked there Safeway
See, your dad was a Teamster.
for almost 25 years.
I know. Your dad was a Teamster, a union man, and you don't think very highly of unions for some reason.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I never belonged to them. I don't know what they're about. It's supposed to be
Okay.
job protection. Well, how's that going to protect you if somebody tells you you're fired?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fired, dude. I don't have money to pay you anymore. I
Well,
can't afford it anymore.
but back in the day, there
That's the
was
way I've always looked at it.
right. But see, the reason there's a 40-hour work week is unions. The reasons there's a weekend is unions. There before that, they could make you work 60 hours, 7 days a week.
That's Uncle Sam taking the money you work for.
Well,
That's what
that's
I was saying. If that's the way I look at it. Why should he be taking the money that I'm working for?
well.
No, give that money to me.
Uncle Sam is not the unions. The unions are a totally separate thing from the government. They're just a brotherhood of workers. And before they had unions, you know,
Who
they were
was them? No, he was talking about one day down here. Masons.
yeah.
They were way before unions ever come around.
That's a different thing entirely. The Masons, they're the builders. They know the building secrets. But Masons would have been very in favor of unions.
No, I've just never belonged to a union. I had a chance when I worked out at Cook's Hand, but
I understand.
local, I was working at a food place, but they wanted me to join. They were trying to get me people to join the local union too. I think steelworkers or something.
Steel workers? Okay.
Well, I've heard of that union before,
Yeah.
and a lot of places like sheet metal shops, a lot of them won't hire unless you know join their thing.
Right.
I said I don't understand that.
It is next, folks. The Republican candidates are facing off right now.
Well,
I know I
it-
come out of the service, got me a job at a little metal shop, and went to work.
That's right. And there's always plenty of
Uncle
non-union
Sam's gonna
work.
work out the check. They ain't gonna pay me so much.
The only reason any company tries to get rid of the union is because they want to pay the workers less. Okay?
That's what it is.
They want to pay them less. They want to give them less benefits or no benefits at all. And if we didn't have the Affordable Care Act, they wouldn't have insurance.
Yeah, but see what I'm saying, you might be working for people who don't even, it's not a big company like a small company.
Yes. There's no reason why a small company needs to have its workers be unionist, but if it's a small company and
that
it
little
treats
metal
it,
shop there in Argentina that keep telling about.
but he was
He's just a small.
he was a good boss though, right?
Oh,
He
yeah.
paid you a fair wage.
He's the one that counted. He's pretty rich and shit.
I know, but
But,
he paid you fairly.
Well, yeah, every week. As long as I was there every day on time, didn't work, I got paid every week.
And he paid you a good wage.
Back in '83, when I first started working for him,
Uh-huh.
I started out $4 something an hour.
Well, that's pretty close.
1985 rolled around.
Uh-huh.
I found that Libby job over there in Independence, running big CNC punch press.
And they paid you
And
more.
that metal shop had the NC punch press where I learned about them machines.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was all a complete different thing, man. That computer numerical control something else.
But they gave you more money too.
Yep. Well, double my salary. But I had to drive to Independence every day.
Yeah.
23rd in Manchester.
And that's a hell of a drive from
Yes,
the
it is.
Kansas side.
And there's two ways to go.
Yeah.
One way you go down I-70, you take 23rd Street exit,
Uh-huh.
or you go down I-70 all the way up across the bridge to Manchester exit, take it, and go back to 23rd Street.
Yep.
And the metal shop was right there on the corner underneath the bridges.
I think I've seen it.
Used to be right next to Union Wire Road. You know what that stuff is?
Before they closed.
Yeah. The old buildings are still there as far as I know. They might still be there. I don't know. They may tore their buildings down. I ain't been out that way in years.
Me either. Don't go on the Missouri side much.
Scenery may have changed a little bit since I've been there. In that area last.
Can't remember last time. Well, I guess when I went to my brother's for Christmas was the last time I was in Missouri. And then it'd been a year or more before that.
All right, Michael.
Oh, there's the new home of the butt can. Except when
Okay.
you're here.
Right here. When I get done, I'll put it back, man. That way.
That's fine. I don't want to take a chance on it getting knocked off the